Hey y'all, it's Gypsy
and Bella Luna,
and we are going to be talking about a different kind of card deck today. We have what are called
StoryWorld cards.
StoryWorld cards. And interestingly enough, these are actually created by the Matthews, John and I think it's Caitlin. I'm not sure, it has an accent over the I. John and Caitlin, or Caitlin Matthews. I believe they're out of the UK, if I'm not mistaken. John and Caitlin Matthews also did the recently published Steampunk Tarot, which I have right here. They worked together on this very funky, cool tarot system, a little bit different than the regular Rider-Waite, I guess, kind of system, but very cool. And then they also did the Lenormand deck.
Ooh, I want to look.
Well, she did. I don't think John Matthews was in on this one, but Caitlin did. And I haven't even gotten into this yet, but it's a pretty cool little kit of Lenormand cards and a book and everything. But anyway, so they're card people. But these cards were created for kids.
Yay! Yay for kids.
The first one that we got is called what?
Fairy Magic.
Fairy Magic. And that's all things fairy. What do you think about this one?
You know, I like the artwork in that one, but that was okay. Yeah, it's like a me.
Okay. Well, it got us hooked on StoryWorld cards,
yeah.
though. I think we found these. These were. I guess I got these on Amazon, and then I got the other one at Barnes or Half Price Books, and then I ordered the other one actually from bullmoose.com. I think I found it. But anyway, so that's what got us hooked was Fairy Magic. Let's see, what did we get at Barnes & Noble?
Legends of the Sea.
That's
my favorite.
Yes.
I love that one.
We actually had a lot of fun with this one this past week. We played this game. I was thinking about it. It's like, I'm thinking of it, and I call it Story Master. I'm sure it's in the book. But we basically took turns
making stories.
Doing our bedtime stories. We decided to make our own bedtime stories using the cards. So, whoever the story master was, or the person that was supposed to do the story...
You pick an object, a place, and like a character.
Right, because they have 3 different kinds of cards. So you have to pick one of each kind of card that they have. I'll show you an example. The Sea Serpent.
That is a character.
That's a character card. So it's like a man or beast. It doesn't have to be necessarily a person. And then we have the Haunted Wreck.
That is a place.
That's a place, obviously. That is a location of some sort. And then we have items. And these are just different kinds of objects that you can have. So you have to pick one of each. And then the other people that are like part of the game...
They give you a card that you have to put into your story.
Right, they pick another card. And it can be anything. It can be another object, or it can be another location, or another character. It doesn't matter. And then you have like a day or two to come back and bring back a story. And you have to use all 5 of the cards. So I took a little longer.
She took forever.
Well, I don't write short stories. I kind of got into it, and I got kind of excited. I had the Stowaway. We used this Legends of the Sea deck.
You had the Stowaway, the Haunted Wreck, Charm of Storm, and you had some other cards, but I think I gave you a character.
There were 2 other characters. The Selkies and the King of the Sea.
Yes, I give you the King. I love that card.
I love the Selkies card. That is like one of my... Where did it go? Here it is. I love the Selkies card. This is an awesome card.
I think my favorite card is Mermaid. I have a thing for Mermaid.
Yeah, she likes Mermaid.
This is my favorite card. I think it's pretty.
The Mermaid.
Yeah, and then a few of my other favorite cards, like, there's these games, and every single card is connected. Like, there's something in them that, like, a object or something.
Oh, yeah, there's like a linking. There's something that links the cards together.
Like a circle.
Like you'll see a treasure chest in one card, and that'll be the main focus of the card.
And then
in another card, you'll see a picture of a pirate with like that same little treasure box in the background, you know, in the sand.
And a coincidence, three of my favorite cards are actually connected. Like the compass is in the Mermaid, and then it's so cool. I like this. I like this one.
Oh, City Beneath the Sea.
And then I have this one I like. It's the compass, and it has the city beneath the sea right there. And then
it's kind of hard to see, but if you look really hard, there's a city beneath the sea there in the background. You see a little.
The compass is in the Mermaid card. I like those 3 cards.
So where's the compass in the Mermaid card?
That's the Mermaid.
Oh, yeah. See, if you look real closely, you can see there's the compass right there in the mermaid card. So, like, I know that when we first got the cards, one of their favorite things to do, her and Rue would get on the floor and they would lay the cards out in a big circle. And you can do that. You can join all the cards in a big circle using the similar images that go from card to card.
And like some of them, you have to find like 2 things that connect, but sometimes a little bit tricky because you can't find anything, or there's 3 things in there. You're like, I can't connect all of them.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, sometimes there's options.
She wrote a 6-page story.
Yeah, my story was 6 pages long, but it was really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was about a girl stowaway adventure.
I like
She got stuck on a ghost ship, and then there were
You should make a sequel.
Yeah, I left it kind of open at the end, so, you know, maybe she'll have another adventure.
This is the one we recently got. I haven't gotten to time to experiment with this one, so I don't really know.
Yeah, this is the one I got
this
from
one.
bullmoose.com. I just randomly found it on Google Shopping.
This one is the haunted house. I like the cards.
It's got some pretty cool cards in it.
There's this card that I thought I was like, oh my gosh, that is so funny. But where is it? Oh, it's the witch. And there's this movie called The Golden Compass, and the witch looks just like that. And it's just like, oh my gosh, you know, because she wears pink, and then she has a little animal like a demon in the Golden Compass.
Oh,
I think that's cool.
That's right. I didn't even notice that.
And she has brown hair like the person. I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. She even wears purple clothes.
I love this one. This is my favorite because it's so absurd.
I love this card.
You know what it is?
The runaway eyeballs. I love this card. Hey, I know how it's connected. The zombies.
Oh yeah, there's the zombie. Or there's the mummy. That's the mummy.
Whoops.
There's the mummy. This is kind of cool. The artwork on these is a little different. I don't know, it's darker, I guess. And it seems like the finish is glossier. I don't know if it's just me.
And I also like this card.
No, maybe not. Just the colors are
Forgotten
darker.
Crypt. I like this card.
Oh yeah.
I think that looks cool.
The Forgotten Crypt.
And then there's the Headless Horseman, and then the Headless Horseman right there. No, there.
Oh, and another thing, on the back of these cards, you have questions. So if you're just hanging out by yourself and you're, you know, doing these cards, or if you're an adult and you're working with your kid, you know, to try to write a story, or if you're writing a story because it's your turn, you know, these questions on the back really help. They help you kind of think about the card itself and what the image is doing. Like on this one, the Forgotten Crypt was abandoned long ago. How did the spirits in the crypt end up there? So that's something to think about. Who are the new visitors and what will they do? And then what secret thing is hidden within the crypt? So it gives you questions that you can answer to build a totally awesome story. And from one card.
I mean, you can even like play a guessing game with these cards, like on the back of them, like the bloody axe right here. It's like what is the axe used for? It's like those are good questions, like for a good game.
Yeah.
And bloody axe is in that card too.
Yes, the bloody axe is in that card too. There it is. Read. Anyway. So, very, very fun. Oh, one other thing I want to talk about is the books. They've got these nifty little books that come along with them. This is the Fairy Magic one. Before we did the video, Bella Luna and I kind of looked through all of them because we never really read the books much. They actually have a lot of good stuff in them. The books are all very similar from deck to deck, but they do have certain things like games that are made just to play with those cards. And they are actually different games from what I saw from what we have. And then it gives you an example of a story that you can build, so that's kind of fun to read. And then they've got tons of different game ideas, you know, of how to use the cards. You can do StoryWorld for one person, and it gives you all of these ideas you can do by yourself. For 2 people. Shows you what you can do with 2 people. Then it says for a group, and then it says with your parents, make your own. The hidden clues. There's a hidden clues game, and they even have like this little checklist that comes in here. And you can go through and like try to find everything like a scavenger hunt inside the deck. And the books are in color. They're nice quality little books that come with it. You know, and I can't help but think how awesome it would be to have these in classrooms.
I know. Okay, I actually went to my teacher one day last year. And I was like, we should use these to like make stories and stuff. And she's like, well, you know what? I'll think about it. And then she looked it up and she ended up getting some, and it was so cool. It's like,
oh, so she did get some?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was so cool. Though.
Awesome. For people that have younger kids that just have big imaginations, you don't have to be able to read and write in order to build stories with these cards.
You can just take the cards.
It can just be a game you play with your kids.
Yeah, before we even started writing it down, we kind of like just took the cards and be like, we just started making, like we went to the coffee shop one day, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
We got some coffee, sat there, and we started deciding making stories. We would all get we would lay them all down, and we would all like pick.
Like put them in a stack, right?
Yeah, we
would
put
go around
we,
the circle.
We put them in stacks of each, like or we put them in their own separate stacks.
Oh yeah,
and you picked one from each, and you have to tell a story no matter what card you got. You didn't get to choose.
That's right.
And
you
then,
just had to draw the top card.
It went in a circle, and it was so much fun.
That was
but
fun.
you had to continue from the other person's story. You couldn't.
Well,
make
we
your
also
own.
did that just a regular one pile. Remember?
Mhm.
We've done that before too, where we just shuffle all the cards together and put them in a pile in the middle of the floor, and then we just
take
go
the
around
card.
like we'll go around 3 times, or we'll go around 5 times, whatever. But we go around in a circle, and one person will draw a card, and they have to talk about whatever card they drew, and then they say 3 or 4 sentences, reasonable amount. I mean, you can't just go. And then there was a charm of the storm.
You can say they found a charm of
You
the storm.
can't do that. You have to build onto the story.
You have to build some suspense before the other person says.
Right,
anything.
you've got to lead in and give them something to work with.
Yeah, you can't be like, they found this, they found this.
Yeah, and then he found a treasure chest.
Yay! It's like, and then he found a map.
I'm gonna need more.
Can't make anything out of that.
So anyway, it's a lot of fun. Again, I would really encourage anybody that has kids ages 5 to 10. If you have several kids, the range could go up to 12 or 14. My 14-year-old doesn't necessarily commit to writing the story because she has a lot of homework, but she listens to them. She does like to hear what everyone comes up with, so it's still fun.
Yeah, I got cards last night, and I haven't even started the story yet.
So you've got your cards.
Yes.
What are your cards?
I think I got
Was it out of a
there.
haunted house?
I'll go get them.
Go get them.
Okay. Yeah, they're from the haunted house.
Oh yeah, don't you have a nightmare?
Yes! Oh, I picked that one. I love that one.
We'll clean that up later.
Okay. Okay, I got the full moon. I didn't even pick this one. I didn't want
That's a cool card, by the way. I like that one. It reminds me of the Addams Family. Remember the Addams Family?
Yes, like the...
Totally reminds me of their sunroom.
Mhm.
And I believe they did have a Venus flytrap, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
And then I picked this one, the silver bullet. I like this card.
Yeah, that's a cool card. Silver bullet.
The haunted hallway.
Not bad. Reminds me of Casper.
You know, that reminds me of,
Whipstaff Manor!
yeah, it does remind me of Casper.
Ew, creepy.
Right.
There's these creepy girls right here. I've never noticed those girls before. Can you see them in the light?
Ew.
Ew.
Can you see it?
Creepy.
Hey, that reminds me
They're
of,
like Alice.
they remind me of,
But from the game, Alice.
No, I'm talking about what's that game you're playing right now? The video game?
Bioshock. Little
Yes,
Sisters.
the Little Sisters. That reminds me of Little Sisters, doesn't it?
Ooh, yeah.
Alright, and then the Headless Horseman. I like the show called Sleepy
She
Hollow.
likes the show Sleepy Hollow.
I looked it up. They aren't even coming out with new episodes yet. It's been like 5 months.
No, it's going to be the end of the year.
Ugh, it took forever. Walking Dead is shorter
It's
than
going to
that.
come out around the same time Walking Dead comes out.
This is what I picked. I like this card. The Nightmare. Ah, it's so cool.
Yeah, that's a cool card.
It's so cool.
The Nightmare. It reminds me of the Death card. Because it's got a skeleton head.
Yeah, it does.
But this is awesome. I didn't realize it was a bed.
Yeah.
It's a bed on the back of a horse.
Yes.
Of a nightmare. Because that's what a nightmare is. Oh, man. All the stuff you do not want crawling around your bed when you're sleeping.
Hey, look. What is that?
It's a demony lizard looking. It's a
brownie.
devilish lizard.
It's a brownie with horns.
Look at that. It's some kind of freaky, I don't know what that is.
But those are all of my cards, and I like my cards.
Yeah, that's going to be a cool story.
I think the only one that really tricked me up was the full moon. And after they gave me that, I was like, what am I going to do with the silver bullet? I was so stupid. Why did I pick that card? You know?
Well, you got it. That's a good
Yeah.
card.
Yeah.
Because you've got a horseman against a nightmare. They're
Okay.
both horse
Things.
things, like cowboy bullets.
Okay.
You can do something.
She one time gave me this card. It was from the Legends of the Sea. She gave me the sea serpent. And she thought this is going to totally
I was like,
mess her up.
and then I threw in the sea serpent.
And then I made it a good guy.
She made the sea serpent the rescuer.
It was a good story.
It was a good story. She did a really good job. So anyway, all right. Well, that's StoryWorld cards. We just wanted to share it with everyone. I've been talking about it a lot. I've been talking
That's my
about
favorite.
it on
What's your
Facebook.
favorite?
And honestly,
So
I
far.
really like Legends of the Sea.
I know. I haven't really
But
had a
I'm
chance.
looking forward to the haunted house.
I know. I haven't really had a chance to look up the haunted house. But right now, this is my favorite.
I mean, and we're not trying to knock the fairy one.
Yeah.
It's a good deck. I mean, that's what got us so excited
I like
about
it.
it. It's just
It's
softer.
not with the artwork. It's just I like the ocean better.
Yeah, you like the ocean stuff.
I like
darker
fairies.
cards.
I like fairies, but God, I like mermaids and ocean stuff. I like swimming and I like all that stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. Well, that's our StoryWorld cards, and thanks for joining us. If you're thinking about getting them, go to Amazon. You can go, but there's a lot of other people. There's smaller people that you can get them from. Like I said, I have seen them at Half Price Books, so keep an eye out. All right.
You get them.
Yes. Have fun. Get on my Facebook page and let me know about it. Tell me if you get some.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. See you later. Blessed
Bye.
be.